Good day, McVeigh, and happy Tuesday. How are you, boys and girls? What did you do this weekend? Get outside? Did you do something fun? I rode my bicycle a lot, actually. Can you guess how many miles I did? Let's see. See if anybody can guess. And let's start with our birthdays. Let's see. Happy birthday to Eliza David in our 4th grade, and also Miss Jalfin. And we have some jokes for you. The Yarkin girls sent me an email, said they were going to be sending me some jokes. Can't wait to read them. But today I have one from Zach Givorgis. What do you call a ghost's favorite food? What do you call a ghost's favorite food? Ice cream. You got it. Good work, Zach. And this one's coming from Ashley Zhang with a super excellent illustration. Ashley says, why did the boy that loved candy bars go to outer space? Check this out. Wow. Love that illustration, Ashley. Good work. To eat the Milky Way. Now, I love Milky Ways, by the way, and that's a very cute joke, Ashley. Made me laugh. But the Milky Way is the galaxy, boys and girls. So we are a planet, Earth. We live on a planet, Earth, in a solar system that's part of a galaxy called the Milky Way. All right. And speaking about some super cool things, Mighty Math Challenge. I don't have all of the data on this yet. Some things happened over the weekend and I wasn't able to get it all. But it should be ready today so I can announce it tomorrow. But did you know that during the Mighty Math Challenge we played over 300,000 games? 300,000. I'm sorry, 300,000 questions. 300,000 questions answered. I'm going to make sure I'm saying this right. Yes. And over 11,000 games. Think about that. 300,000. It's amazing. Now, our accuracy had improved. So did our time, which means that our fluency is getting better. But I don't have the final results on the class and the champion. I should have that, though, tomorrow. And here's a cool picture sent to me by Alejandro. He's playing the Alien Edition game. So let's see. And now, our riddles. Only Zach and Alyssa have figured this out. So I want to give you another day, and then we'll move on to another one. So I have 2 apples and 3 apples. If somebody takes one away, how many apples do I have? Start again. I have 2 apples. I have 3 apples. If somebody takes one away, how many apples do I have? It is a play on words. Let's see if anybody else can get that. Now, where on earth? So I showed you 3 photos. 2 were of Miss Page. 1 was of Miss Wolfthal. Miss Page was obviously at the Lincoln Memorial. And the other one was the Washington Monument. That was the big, big, tall building in the distance behind her. Now, most of you got that that they were all in Washington, D.C. So, let's see. Sophia and Caleb, the Yorkins, Emma, Gio, Zach, Cardellis, Devin. But, you know, I never make it that easy. A lot of you said that Miss Wolfthal was at the White House. But she wasn't actually at the White House. And here's how we know. So the Cardellis did the research for us again. They said it was the U.S. Treasury building, and here's why. The White House has only 4 poles. And that is true. So those columns in front of the White House, there's only 4. There were more than 4 in this photo. Therefore, it can't be the White House. So then they thought it was the Capitol. But there was no gate around it, so it can't be this one. So then they kept looking and figured out it was the United States Treasury. Yes, good work. And that's how research goes. You keep digging and digging and digging until you get the right answer, until you find out the answer to the question that you're looking for. Now, this one is for today. Where on earth is, and there's a big clue here. There's only one clue. Where on earth is Miss K? Look at that closely. Where on earth is Miss K? Now, Miss K's been a lot of places. I mean, she's been all over the world. But that is a big clue right there that I just showed you. Let's see if you can figure that out. Now, speaking of figuring things out, Emma showed us this science project. I'm not going to show you the whole thing. Remember the blue paper? And she had 3 different temperature water solutions. Hot, room, and cold. And then she stuck the blue paper in and she wanted to see which one absorbed more. She kept them in for the same 30 seconds each. And she found that the hot water absorbed more. Now, I said why. So Emma got back to me. She said because it was hot. Yes, that's true. But I want to know why. What's so different about hot water as compared to cold or room temperature water? Because that's going to get into something else we were talking about a while back. What I loved about Emma's project was how she kept everything very scientific. She used the same amount of water. She held the paper in the same amount of time. The paper strips were all the same width. I don't know if you noticed, they were all the same size. She was very scientific. And now I want to show you Ethan. Now, Ethan...
Let's see what's inside this rock.
Whoa!
Oh,
look at that.
White and silver. White and silver.
Can you show me where the minerals are?
The minerals are, over here.
So how many colors did you find in all?
I found wait, what's this color?
That looks like a gray.
That looks bluish gray. So, this is silver. This is snowish, grayish. This is silver. Wait, it said silver. This is clear. And then this is silver. Bye!
Okay, so Ethan, he was looking to find what minerals were in rocks. So he split rocks. I don't know if you saw what he did, but there was a chisel and his dad had the hammer and they split rocks in half. They were special rocks, and then he identified the colors. Then he would have taken those colors and compared them to a chart to find out what mineral they are. But what I loved about what Ethan did was, number one, he wore his goggles, he had gloves, he let his father do the work with the hammer, and then he has magnifying glass. Everything was done in a safe way. That's how scientists work. That's how we have to work, and that's what we should be doing all the time, is making sure we do things in a safe way. So if you're a construction worker, you wear a helmet. If you're a cyclist, you wear a helmet too. So you're always trying to do things the way Emma did, with a method, but also like Ethan did, safely. And tomorrow we'll have some more science for you as well. Okay. Before we get to our Mighty Kind moment of the day, some of us had some talent videos that didn't make the PTA cutoff date. That's fine. So they'll be on McVeigh's Got Talent Extra Edition with me. So here's Veronica.
Go up the thing and down.
So during this time, when we've not been able to see each other, Veronica has learned how to ride her bicycle. Now, a lot of people actually become super good at riding their bicycle, and they can be in the Olympics, or they can be in the X Games if they do mountain biking and things like that. But that's a talent. And if you haven't learned how to ride your bike, boys and girls, try. Good work, Veronica. And so now it's time for our Mighty Kind moment of the day. Here we go. Dun, dun, dun. All right. So I pulled one of the bags. So the way this works, boys and girls, is I gave all the teachers a bag, and they got to decorate it themselves and put a kindness message on it. They didn't sign their names. Then they gave it back to me, and I threw them all together. And then they each got to have one. So they didn't get their own. They got one that somebody else made, and there were some extras. And so here's one of the extras, and it says, take a look, it's very nicely done. Let's see, I'll show you. It says, it says, kindness in the world is giving hope to those who think they are all alone. And you know, this one is really true right now, because we might not be able to go see our friends, or their friends, our friends might not be able to see us, or our families, or maybe we couldn't play our sports. And so it makes you feel like you're alone, but you can still be kind. So what do? Well, you could FaceTime, send an email. You can arrange to see somebody from a distance. You can do lots of things to see somebody or to spend time with somebody, even if you're not in the same room with them or if you're not on the field with them. There are lots of things that you can do, and that makes somebody feel good inside. And that's what kindness is. Kindness makes people feel good inside. And so, of course, you can see that here because there's the heart right in the center. And you see how the words are written in a heart? Love that one. Super job. And I know you can, boys and girls. Why? Because you're a mighty mind. And not only that, you're a mighty kind, mighty mind. And every day is a great day to get smart and be kind to both each other and the earth. Let's have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow.